Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, Orphan First Kill. So, I'm going to keep this spoiler free. I'm not even going to talk about the plot for this movie because if you haven't seen the first Orphan movie, it has a really big twist ending that if I talk about the plot of this movie, it would ruin that one, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it and everything. So, I know that movie has still been out for quite a while and stuff. Most people have seen it that have wanted to see it, but since this new one's coming out, I'm guessing a new generation of fans might start popping up after seeing it for the first time. So I don't want to run it for people who are planning on watching it for the first time to watch this one, but I definitely, before getting into the review, I would recommend seeing the first one first, because this one, like I said, it would ruin that twist and everything, and it wouldn't be as effective if you saw this one first. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the review. There's, like I said, I'm not going to talk about the plot of this because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, and there's a big twist in this movie too, so, but yeah, this one's set a couple years before the first one and everything, and I will say it's a really well written prequel. I have always wanted a prequel to Orphan because I felt like it just set itself up perfectly for a prequel, but I didn't know that if it would ever happen, and I'm always kind of mixed on prequels. Sometimes I feel like they're really good, sometimes I feel like they're really pointless, and this one is one of the ones that I feel like, even though it doesn't have to exist, I'm really, really glad it does, because it is a really good movie, and the cast in here are all excellent, especially Isabelle Fuhrman, who just steps right back into the role of Esther like she never left it and everything, and she was a kid when she made the first one, so seeing her come back and play a character she played as a kid and stuff is just amazing and everything. She did such a great job in this movie, and everything, and it was really cool getting to see Esther back. I kind of felt a little sense of nostalgia just getting to see her back and everything, but it wouldn't have worked if Isabelle Fuhrman didn't come back though, because she was just perfect in here. They could have easily recasted her with a kid and everything, and I'm so glad they didn't. And like I said, the rest of the cast are great too. Most of them I don't really recognize, aside from Isabelle Fuhrman playing Esther. Once again, the only person I really recognized that was in this movie was Julia Stiles, which I haven't seen her in I don't know how long. I think the last movie I've seen her in was maybe the Omen remake, so it was cool getting to see her pop up in something too, and I thought she was really great in this movie too. She has a really good role in here and everything. She's really great. She plays the new mom in this one, without going into too much details. If you've seen the first one, you know what I mean, but yeah, the cast are all great, and there's a twist in here that it happens like during the middle of the second act, and when that twist happened, it totally took me by surprise and everything. And I had heard that there was a new twist, but I was like, yeah, it's probably not going to be that good, because you can't top the first one, and it doesn't top the first movie's twist at all, but I still didn't see it coming. It completely surprised me. It went in a direction that I totally did not expect. I figured it was going to be more of the same, like from the first movie and stuff, but nope, they really went somewhere different with it, and I love that they did. So I love that too. And there are some things that I didn't like the third act does feel a little bit rushed because the movie's only a little bit over an hour and a half, and the first one was like 2 hours, so I kind of wish that this one would have been about 2 hours too. It would have made it fleshed out the story a little bit better, but it doesn't totally run the movie. It's still a good and entertaining movie, and there are some things that they kind of reuse some of the stuff from the first one, that like some of the story beats and stuff, and I didn't like that. I kind of wish they would have just kept it completely original, but that twist and stuff in the second half of the second act and everything just totally makes up for it. So, but yeah, this is a really good one, and I'm really happy to say that this movie did not disappoint me. I was really worried that I was going to be disappointed after having to wait all these years for this movie to finally happen, and I'm glad to say I'm not disappointed at all. It was really good, and like I said, another great movie with a great twist that I did not expect to see coming. So anyway, if you've seen Orphan First Kill, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Don't mention what happens in the twist, but if you've seen it, tell me what you thought of the twist. Did it surprise you, or did you kind of predict that it was coming? But let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.